Hi, I'm Logan Fraser, and this is part 2 in a series of tutorials of basic design in FreeCAD. Today, we will be designing this mock-up of a simple light bulb in order to learn the mechanics of revolutions and helixes. First, on this start page, create a new sketch and change start up here to part design. This is the area that we will be designing in. In the tasks tab, we have model and tasks. You want to create body, create sketch, and then choose any plane. First, because we are revolving a sketch around the center axis to create this light bulb, we're going to only be designing half of it, kind of like a cross section. So first of all, we need to find the width of the plug of the light bulb. We can design that part first. And that is 26 millimeters. So we can take a line, add it to our sketch, and make it 26 millimeters long. Sorry, because it's 26 millimeters, we're dividing by 2, so that will be 13 millimeters. There we go. So now that we have our length of 13 millimeters, we can measure the height of the plug before the chamfer. That is 16 millimeters. Now we do not need to divide that by 2 because it is our vertical length, and that doesn't change when you revolve it. So we can make that 16 millimeters. We can measure the total height of the plug, which is 24 millimeters. So we add a line here in our sketch and make it 24 millimeters long. And then the very bottom of the plug is 10 millimeters. So when we divide that by 2, we will get 5 millimeters. So we can measure that. And now we can use a line to connect these 2 points right here. So since it's green, you can see it's fully constrained. So we close this, and we have kind of this cross section right here. So we're going to press the Revolve button up at the top. It's beside the Pad button. And that will rotate it around our axis, right here. So it's rotated 360 degrees, and that's the amount that you want it to be rotated. Now, let's create another sketch, and this will be the main body of our light bulb. It will be on the XY plane, the base plane again. So, first of all, we need to measure the bottom of our light bulb, and it's slightly larger than the plug, so we'll have to put a fillet in there eventually. So the bottom of the light bulb is 28, so that'll be 14 when we divide it by 2. So right now we have this line, and we need to constrain it to our axis, and then we're going to have to constrain it right here. But in order to do that, select this blue box up here and make this edge constrainable. So now you can see these 2 points, and there is also a line connecting them. So let's use our point to line constraint tool and constrain that. So you'll see that this sticks out a little bit, just like the light bulb. At the largest part of the light bulb, it is 60 millimeters. So what we're going to need is a 3-point arc. You want that middle point on that center line because it's symmetrical. And you want the top point also on your center line. That'll be the very tip of the light bulb. And then the third point is going to end up wherever it joins. So we know that the diameter of the light bulb is 60. So the radius of this arc is going to be 30. Alright, now let's measure the height of our light bulb from the base of the glass to the tip of the glass. And that's going to be about 82 millimeters. So we measured that out. We don't have to do anything to that measurement because it is the vertical height. So 82 millimeters. Alright, so now we've got most of our light bulb here. We've got the outside. We're going to put another 3-point arc, and we want to constrain this point to the point of our arc. Alright, and now we're going to use the tangency constraint, which is kind of the arc with the line on top. This will make sure that these two lines, the arcs going into each other, are completely straight in line. So now we're going to make this center point of our arc completely level by making a zeroed constraint, and that gives us the shape of our light bulb and a 90-degree angle right here. Now we just need a center line so that this is a closed shape right here, and it will compute the revolve. So now we can close our sketch, and you will see that we have the half of a light bulb shape right here. So we're going to revolve that again, and you can press OK. Next, we're going to select this lower edge and put a fillet on it. Lastly, we're going to create another sketch on our XY plane. And for this, we're going to be creating the threads along the bottom of the light bulb. And to do this, we're going to take a circle. We're going to create that circle. When I measure the width of the threads, it's about 2 millimeters. So I'm going to constrain that circle with a radius of 1 millimeter. And then I'm going to make it so that this line right here is constrainable, and I'm going to link this circle to that line. So now this circle can freely move up and down, but is constrained in all other directions and in its size. I'm just going to put it down underneath the part, and it doesn't matter specifically where it's put, so I'm just going to put an arbitrary constraint right there to keep it in place. So I close this, and with this sketch, which is right around there, we're going to use this Helix sweep right here, and that will revolve it around our shape. So over here in the settings, we have the axis. The vertical sketch axis is what we want it to revolve around. And then this is the mode of the measurement. Our pitch is going to be from the tip of each thread to the next. So that's about 3.5. So we can change the pitch in this editor to be 3.5 millimeters. And that our height is just going to depend on how much we have. So that looks pretty good for the height. So you can press OK. You don't need to change any more of the settings. I'm going to select this face right here and pocket it, and that'll just be through all. So that makes the thread end cleanly. And as you can see, the thread starts on the bottom here, and it rotates around. And there you have it. There is a mock-up of this light bulb. It should be with the correct measurements. And I hope you learned a lot about designing in FreeCAD.